What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade, Braxton Family Values Season 7, Episode 4 review. Gotta be honest with you tonight, this episode seemed like a filler episode. It wasn't that much going on, but since it's Vlogmas, I decided to go ahead and do the review anyway. Any other night, I would have skipped this episode, but I'll still do this review. So we learned that Trina had to close down Bar Chicks because of COVID. She was planning on relocating, but because of COVID, it ended up working out in her favor because she would have lost a lot of money if she would have kept the bar open. And I really feel bad for all of the restaurants and places that had to close down during COVID because, you know, they couldn't have any patrons in. So all of these people that, you know, had businesses or were about to open up businesses, I feel really bad for those people. So we learned that Sean, Tawanda's boyfriend, has moved to Atlanta to be with her and the kids during quarantine. She's loving every minute of having him there. The kids seem to like him enough. Things seem to be going good on that home front. Tawanda even says that she's willing to give Sean a baby, you know, if he can nut up in her. At her age, I wouldn't even be thinking about having no more kids, especially starting all over from scratch again. And her kids are almost out the house now at this point. I know he don't have any children from what I think he don't have any kids, but regardless, I don't know if I would want to put that on me. No, Jesus Christ, no way. And then both of y'all old, they come out looking old. I'm all right. So Tony hasn't talked to Tracy since the wedding. She's reached out to Tracy, but Tracy has not replied. Very ignorant, but okay, Tracy. We learned that Tony had to postpone her tour, but she did create these Breathe Again masks for, you know, consumers, which I thought was really dope. She did it in honor of George Floyd. Tony is finally able to reach Tracy. They do a Zoom call. They catch up. Tony didn't know that Tracy's husband, Kevin, was working on the front lines with the VA. And she also didn't know that her nephew, little Kevin, was delivering packages, you know, because she hasn't been talking to Tracy. And it's sad to see how far apart they are as sisters, where they don't even talk to each other and they really don't even know what's going on in each other's lives. So Tony has been in quarantine with baby and her two boys. They are still very much together. They still have not planned a wedding. Tracy says that she's been Zooming with her therapist and that she's doing so much better, but she still misses Lauren. We get to meet her grandbaby Trey. He is so cute and delicious. Loved him. Love seeing him as well. When she kept on saying she's doing so much better and this, and that, I don't believe that. I felt like she was just trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm good with y'all, without y'all. I'm doing so great not having y'all in my life. I think that she probably was making progress, but I don't think that she was just as happy as she claimed that she was. Tawanda is going to DC to visit her father to check on him, and she asked Sean to stay with her children while she's gone. I mean, the kids are teenagers. I guess that's cool. You know, it's not like they're little kids or whatever. They are around him all the time. So I guess. I just don't be trusting folks, child. So while in this DC, Tawanda calls, well, before she even gets to DC, she calls Tracy and tells her that she's coming into town to visit their father and that she wants to come visit her too. Tracy said, you know, I got to think about that. I don't like being around people, but really she just don't want to be around her sister. And she even says in her confessional, I wish Tawanda would have asked before telling me she was coming. She did. What the hell are you talking about? She clearly called you and said, I'll be in town in a few days. I want to come see you. If you didn't want to see her, you simply could have said, no, I'm now is not a good time. I really don't want to. I'm not there yet. So what are you talking about? Like all that passive aggressive bullshit. You say one thing out your mouth and say another in the confessionals. Like, girl, ain't nobody got time, man. Ain't nobody gonna be kissing your grown ass. Girl, bye. I'm like, you want to act like they don't give a fuck about you, but then in the same breath, you want to act like they give a fuck about you. Then when they do try to come see you, you act like you don't want to be bothered, but then you the same person that want to sit up here and say they don't give a fuck about you. Like, girl, which one is it? Like, she annoys the hell out of me. So Trina is at home cooking breakfast for her family, for Vaughn and her son that's still living in the house, and he don't want nothing that she cooking, and I don't blame him because she was cooking some eggs, and I thought at first that she was cooking like salmon or some shit. I didn't know that was fucking eggs. That shit was all hard and brown and shit. Trina can't cook worth a damn. Vaughn mentions her son moving out to him, and the son was like, "I've done that. Things happen. I'm back here, and what?" And I was like, "Exactly." And then Vaughn also mentions the son creeping up on him at night, and I was like, "Well, now that is a problem because that little nigga right there." I've said this about Trina kids before. Both of them kids look like they sit in the basement and run a meth lab and create bombs and shit. They look like they gonna be the future Unabombers. Like, the little niggas scared the shit out of me. So I'm with Vaughn on that one. Like, don't be creeping up on me in the middle of the night with your little creepy looking ass. You're already funny looking. No. So, Tony wants to have sister time with the girls. She wants them to get together and, work on their issues, just spend time with each other as a family. Tony talks to Tracy and tells her that she wants them to come out to LA. Tracy says in her confessional she's not ecstatic that Twanda is coming to see her. And once again, if you didn't want to be bothered, you simply could have said that. Like, ain't nobody got time. Tony in her confessional says, "I'm hoping that we could maybe talk about Napa and the wedding or not at all." I would just leave the shit alone at this point because this is like y'all just go around the Mulberry bush. Nothing ever gets solved. I wouldn't even bring this shit up, and to be honest with you, it's a waste of time. Trina and Vaughn have dinner with Tamika from Escape and her husband Darnell, who looks like the Thing from Fantastic Four. Google it if you don't know who I'm talking about, but that nigga literally looks like the before of the Thing and the after of the Thing from the Fantastic Four movie. We learned, that Darnell and Vaughn are very close, and of course Tamika and Trina are very close, which is really cute. They're couples friends. Tamika asks Trina why isn't she singing anymore, and Trina says because she got tired of it and she was worrying about what other people would say, and she wasn't singing the music that she really loved. And Tamika tells her, you have a gift, like you can sing. Of course, you're not Tony or Tamar, you're Trina, and I agree. Like she can sing down, like Trina can sing her ass off. I wish that she would give it another try. Tawanda and Sean go bike riding and they discuss him moving in permanently, and he was like, "I would do that, I would like to be with you permanently, but first you're gonna have to get that tattoo removed," because she still got her ex-husband name tattooed on her wrist. And she was like, "I'm gonna remove it," and da 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 da. He was like, "Well, once you do that, we can talk." So she goes to use the bathroom, and in her confessional, we learned that her ex-husband isn't even in her kid's life. And I was like, wow, he did all of that bullshit on them first couple of seasons of the show, acting like he wanted to take the kids from her, and this nigga ain't even in their lives. Oh, sorry ass nigga. So Sean calls her dad and says that he wants to come up there to see him to talk, and I guess that's when he's gonna go up there and ask for Tawanda's hand in marriage. So like I said, tonight's episode wasn't really giving that much. Seems like things gonna pick back up next week. Yeah, let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. I give it a D. No, I give it an F. Give it an F. Especially coming off the high of the first couple episodes. I will say that Tamar is missed. She brings that comic relief to the show. I don't know how it's gonna go without her around. I don't know if they're gonna be able to keep up that momentum without her, but we shall see. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.